Oh, hello there. Didn't even hear you all come in. This is perfect timing. I'm about to do an analysis on why I love Jess' work. Um, she's a complex creature. There's a lot that goes into her. I think I could spend hours here just doing a really deep analysis on who she is. I know you all have places to be and things to do, so I wanted to keep this short and sweet, so I broke it down into a few main categories. Now, number one reason, the animals. First and foremost, Tinker. She brought Tinker Cat into my life. With her gone the past 6 months, Tinker has been my salvation, my best friend. She's an amazing cat. I've always liked cats, but I really love Tinker. So number one is Tinker. Number two is Wilson. Wilson's my best friend in the entire world. If he had opposable thumbs, he'd be coming to Mexico with us and being my best man. One of my favorite things in the world is their two relationship together. When I'm like working in my office and I hear Jess having full-blown conversations with Wilson like he's a real-life human being, just one of my greatest pleasures in life. Now, you might just think of more sentient beings, but even with fish and plants, she has this weird obsession. If we have a plant that's, 95% of the way dead, she refuses to let us throw it out. Some people would say, Jess, it's a plant, who cares? She does, that too. Just one future enhancement going forward is if we could stop torturing the animals, putting hair ties on them, chasing them around, scaring them, things like that. That would just be great. All right, number two, your friends. I generally do not like people, but I love your people. They're just really a really caring, compassionate group of people, and it says a lot that they're the people that have chosen to be around you. That says a lot about who you are. They show up, and all of them I would call on if I ever needed anything for you or I. There are some who weren't able to be here today, so I'm going to read some reviews that they got on their friendships with Jessica Wirt. You'll laugh, you'll cry, you'll have a good time if you're friends with Jess. Delightfully sweet, silly, and sexy. Big fan of this girl. That's from Misha Kreckstein. This one felt like more of advice than a review. Don't get the eggplant this weekend. We like your teeth intact. That is from a Samantha Platt. Met this girl named Jess and she was pretty cool. Over time I found out she was weird, and then I really liked her. 12 out of 5, would recommend. That's from Bruna Gibberti. And lastly, from Delaney Reimers, Jess Wirt. What an amazing friend. She's caring, loyal, and the best dancer. 5 out of 5 stars, but would give 10 if I could. I think these just endorsements of Jess just really speak to who she is as a person. Number 3, this one might not sound like a good thing. It's probably my favorite thing about her. She's so fucking weird. You see cute little Ollie up here, adorable little dog, right? She thought it was a compliment to tell our friend that Ollie looks like Gollum, a creature known for just being horrifyingly disgusting. That one didn't really make sense to her as why that would be an insult. TV face. If anybody has ever watched TV with Miss Jessica Wirt, might as well not even be on the same planet. Have a few examples. So one of my friends has a wife who's potentially equally as weird as Miss Jessica Wirt. We have a running text chain just of the funny things that our partners do. So number one, we were watching the show Only Murders in the Building. Jess was very surprised that Steve Martin, known for his roles in Saturday Night Live, an illustrious stand-up comedy career, was surprised that he would be doing a comedic role. Assumed she had just confused who she was, thought he was somebody else, so I asked, well, what do you know him from? Cheaper by the Dozen was her answer. That was the serious role that she thought of Steve Martin from. Another time I was going through her notes, I was taking a note on her phone, and I found she had a list that was titled Pet/Baby Names. when you open up the list, it's just a big running list, probably, I don't know, 30, 50 names on there at this point. You have no idea if they're meant for a baby, if they're meant for a pet. Does she want to name our child Norris, or is that our next cat's name? Something like Charizard, I'm hoping that's not a baby name, but I guess we'll find out. Lastly, my personal favorite, we were watching a Marvel movie, and she commented on the beauty of one of the character's eyes. Who was that character? The Hulk. The character that only comes out pretty much exclusively when he is filled with rage. Also, he has beautiful eyes. He's a CGI character. I don't know. But with the weirdness comes the fun. One of my favorite things in the world is just Jess and I taking trips and vacations together. Just really love that one-on-one time. Her and I, it doesn't matter if it's just me and her, we're with a huge group of people, we have the most fun together when we're together. I love going out dancing with her. We've had, many nights of, I don't like clubs, but we'll just go to the clubs and just fucking grind all night long. Truly some of my best times. And the fact her favorite holiday over, Christmas and Thanksgiving, her absolute favorite holiday is Halloween, I think just speaks to, Jess Wirt likes to have a good time. If anybody doesn't believe that, watch her in the blue jacket. Blue jacket. We're coming up on weird grinding right there. She's gonna drop it low. She drops it low. And now jumping for joy. Just jumping for joy. Just in case we needed evidence that Miss Wirt likes to have a good time. Next thing on my list is she's motivated. I should probably do this from work. She is a well-respected, knowledgeable nurse in her field. Her coworkers can rely on her. They trust on her to get things done. And I know she really takes charge and cares about her patients and shows them love and affection. School, anybody who knows all the hard work that Jess has put in over the past 2.5 years, 1 semester away from graduating, and I'm just so proud of her and the future that we'll have. Even something just as silly as trips that she takes so seriously, and she does a great job organizing and planning and makes sure that things are fun. I think the one thing I would say for her in the future is to just believe in how great, how smart, intelligent, of a person that she is, because that's her one downfall, is that sometimes she doesn't see it in herself. And lastly is the way that she makes me feel. I know without a doubt that Jess is the person that I want to marry. She is supportive when I need support. She doesn't take my shit when I'm being a dickhead. But most of all, she just truly loves me for me, and I never have to question that for a doubt. The future is terrifying, but I have zero concerns about it with her. I know that anything that comes across our way we'll be able to tackle, and I love her so much. So I hope you girls show her the best time this weekend. You're all gonna have a blast, and just make sure that she gets, the weekend focused on her that she deserves. So I love you, baby. I'll talk to you soon.